rapidly evolving energy landscape, digital technologies are playing a pivotal role in driving the energy transition. And it's not just AI. Platforms and digital twins are emerging as powerful tools, revolutionizing the way we design, operate, and optimize energy systems. Kevin, thanks once again for joining us at Enlit Europe. Platforms seem to be a really hot topic this year.
They are, and just walking around here this week, you hear the word platform a lot, and like digitalization and digital twin, people go, we've had platforms for years. It's one of these words that means a lot of things to a lot of people. But I suppose what I see evolving, we've had multiple different, let's say, siloed applications, whether it was ADMS or DER or electric vehicle charging, SCADA systems. They were all very siloed. And of course, everybody wants them all to work together. So if you try and join individual siloed apps, it can be done, but God, it's a lot of hard work. So a lot of people are looking at, look, can we put in the plumbing underneath so that we have all the data going into one place, one version of the truth, and we can build or drop on whatever applications we need for flexibility, for demand management, for customer service, whatever. And the kind of the buzzword is that, well, what we're building on that plumbing underneath is a platform. You have Siemens Accelerator. You have Schneider Electric with EcoStructure and also Aviva Connect. You have Bentley Systems talking about their iTwin platform. You have ABB with their platform, and. But it's that common infrastructure under the covers. That's the only way we're going to get that interoperability. So platforms are a thing.
You said it already, digital twins have been around for a long time, but just recently, it seems that everyone's using them.
Everyone's got a definition of it as well. And I suppose one of the features, as you say, it's been around for years. You know, I'll date myself now, but back in '89, I was doing a simulation of gallium arsenide chips on a thing called Spy Simulator. So we had a digital twin of a chip before we designed it. That was in '89. And people in this industry were talking about, you know, at its base level, a digital twin is a digital representation of something. You could say an SAP system, an Oracle system is a digital twin. What we're seeing is people using different digital twins for different things. I can use a different digital twin to design my new product, my new grid, my new power station. I can build a digital twin using IoT sensor data. I can go out with a LiDAR scanner and drone or photogrammetry and build a digital twin of my existing infrastructure. I can start doing simulation, what if. I think where we're headed in the next couple of years is, it's not that my digital twin's better than your digital twin. There's going to be a digital twin maturity. And what I mean by that is it simply a representation of a static point in time? Are you adding real-time data from IoT? Are you able to do some predictive maintenance on that data? Can you simulate what if, all the way up to almost autonomous? It does all of the other bits and it actually takes control and does it itself. Now that's years away. But digital twins, it's one of these terms when someone says digital twin to me, I go, great, what kind of a digital twin and what are you using it for? Yeah. And then you can kind of judge. But we'll see more, I think, maturity and some of the marketing departments will probably kind of calm down a bit as well.
Okay. Speaking of marketing departments, we've heard a lot of hype about AI, and it seems the hype cycle seems to be calming down, and we're into the adoption phase now, and quite rapidly. Another trend that's a hot topic here today?
Oh, well, you know, unless you were living under a rock for the last 18 months, AI, generative AI. And again, for folks in the industry that have been doing AI for decades, they're kind of pulling their hair out going, God, we've been at this for a while. So you walk around here and everyone's talking about AI. And again, it's like, well, what kind of AI? Is it kind of machine learning? Is it human-assisted machine learning? Is it actual neural networks? You know, large language models, all the new buzzword. So the technology is incredible, right? And the ability of like what we can do with ChatGPT and whatever is incredible. And there's no doubt that that's playing a role in some of the use cases we're starting to see with customer service and planning permissions and. But I suppose you have to take it back in what's useful in the industry. And in this industry, data and data security, sovereignty, privacy is huge. So you can't put everything into the big large language model in the sky. So a lot of the stuff has to come on-prem. And we're seeing a lot more stuff now being done with generative AI down at the edge. So you hear about small language models. And if you look at what the incredible advances we all kind of know and love in the consumer world today, it's large language model, it's language. But in the grid, you're talking about real-time sensor data. Very different animal. You know, you can throw all that stuff at ChatGPT and it'll go. So the likes of Siemens, ABB, Schneider, many of the companies here, and including a lot of startups, they're after those challenges. So that's where we'll start to see some of the mundane tasks of managing the grid. AI, now whether it's total neural network and generative, or it is what we would call machine learning, taking more of a role. But the key thing to all this, back to digital twins, platforms, whatever, you have to have good, trustable data. To be quite honest, if you're just collecting data, it's not very good. Best of luck with your digital twin. Best of luck training your large language model, your small language model, your co-pilot. You know, garbage in, garbage out. So the key thing here is getting the data. Now, people will say, but we've been trying to get data. That's hard. Keep an eye out for how you can use generative AI to clean up your data in real time, or throw it at your data lake and get it to clean it up. That, I think, is going to be a bit of a game changer, because that gets rid of the base problem. Then we can start building digital twins, Gen AI co-pilots, and I think that's where we're going to see real value.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Because, Kevin, we've been speaking about data and good data for years now. Thanks very much for your insights. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Ross.
And for more insights, be sure to join the Enlit community.